Generations of my ancestors are interred here.
Smells good today. Can't be here all day.
This city's so different.
Got what you need.
Buying, selling, I've got what you need.
Welcome to my safe house, Proxy. Meeting Hermaeus Mora represents a rare honor. The one who knows materializes in a delimited projection. He chooses to manifest before few mortals. The threads upon which reality dangles are precarious indeed. What did Mora impart to you? And so I shall. The one who knows traced 3 crucial events to this area. Investigate each, and he believes we can expose the conspirators moving against Apocrypha. We may even stop them before the ultimate threat takes shape. I do not know. I was only presented with what was required to bring you to the right place at the right moment. You must determine why fate needs you in each location, then take the appropriate action. Many possible futures branch from every mortal choice. If we know the consequences of our choices, it changes the outcome. Therefore, Hermaeus Mora tells us only what he must. As fate's chosen, the rest is up to you. The threads of fate lead to 3 locations in this region. The Necropolis of Necrom, the old tower of Telrendis, and the town of Alavelis. I shall open a portal to each, investigate them, and return here to the Necrom bindery when you are done. An old bookbinder's shop, our temporary base of operations in this region. I secured it so we could travel to and from Apocrypha without causing undue panic. I doubt Necrom's authorities would approve of portals to an Oblivion realm in their city. In addition to the 3 to take you to the locations you must investigate, I summoned 2 gateways to Apocrypha. One leads to the Endless Library, a place of books as numberless as the stars. The other to Chroma Incognito, where lost fates linger. Only if you desire to do so. The threads of fate Hermaeus Mora asks you to investigate begin here in the Telvanni Peninsula. Where they shall lead us, I cannot say. But with the threat directed at Apocrypha, I thought quick access was prudent. A reasonable and prudent request. I shall provide what details I can, but I know little more than you do. Local history and politics are not my usual area of study. Which location would you like to know more about? Your choice must be your own, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora was clear about that. There. 3 paths are now arrayed before you. Which will you pick?
How can we honor our ancestors if the necropolis is closed?
The abbot ordered the closure for your own good, citizen. Curate Gedane, make sure no one enters.
Prelate? Oh, of course. No one enters the necropolis.
The necropolis is closed? Who ever heard of such a thing?
Something about this doesn't feel right. Sorry, friend, but the necropolis is closed today. And by order of the abbot, it seems. We've never turned away the families of the dead before, but if the rumors about illness are true, plague isn't something to be treated lightly. When Prelate Forum and his aides arrived, my fellow keepers of the dead were plagued with a strange malady. I was away when the disease struck, and I haven't been allowed back inside since. The prelate said the abbot ordered the closure, but... Prelate Forum arrived from the temple, and suddenly my fellow monks fell ill. We were never notified of a visit, and besides, Forum isn't our usual prelate. Never even heard of him. If you can help, I can make sure you're compensated, I think. Fate must have led you here, friend. Prelate Forum arrived aboard the Stormwing. If you can find out where they boarded the ship, it might tell us something. Talk to the portmaster at the harbor, while I deal with any pilgrims that come by. This is the Necropolis of Necrom, perhaps the largest and oldest necropolis in all of Morrowind. For thousands of years, families have interred their revered ancestors in these catacombs. It's my honor to serve as one of the keepers of the dead. Yes, we're a monastic order. We keep the crypts in good repair. We help families make funerary arrangements. And we guide those pilgrims who come to visit their ancestors. We never turned anyone away. Until now. I was with Abbot Ilvel when Prelate Forum arrived. I was barely introduced when the abbot sent me to get tea from the market. I'm worried about the abbot. He's always been kind to me. He and the monks raised me after... Well, I had no other family. I haven't seen it firsthand. Prelate Forum says the monks are delirious with fever. Now I'm stuck out here, turning pilgrims away, while everyone else is quarantined inside. I think he brought this sickness to the Necropolis, yes. Perhaps he picked it up on the voyage to Necrom, although neither he nor his aides appear sick. Wish I could ask Abbot Ilvel about it, but Prelate Forum won't let me inside to see him. Maybe. But if it isn't spreading to the prelate or his aides, is it really that dangerous? I have no idea. The Lord of Secrets? I hope not. I mean, I suppose Hermaeus Mora isn't bad as far as Daedric princes go. He's not part of the House of Troubles, after all. But trafficking with any Daedra is dangerous business. Everyone knows that.
Where's that lay about Randus? Absent again? Not now, stranger. My assistant never showed up for work today, and I've got my hands full directing cargo bound for both land and sea. Plague. That's not a word to toss around lightly. What proof do you have? Look, illness is a part of life when you work with the dead. I'm surprised the Keepers of the Dead aren't sick more often. Plague can be serious, but I need more than your word to shut down the port or quarantine the city. Sorry, I can't let you wander around unattended on a ship under my watch. And since my assistant Randus never showed up for work today, I have no one available to escort you. Without Port Agent Randus or more substantial proof, I can't help you. No, I wouldn't want that. All right. If you're careful and don't touch anything, you can go aboard and take a look around. But if you find anything to verify your claim, I want you to bring it to me immediately.
What's going on with the Stormwing? Nobody wants to go near that ship.
Good question. I hear it's for skeevers.
Interesting. No one's gone near it since the temple priests disembarked.
Probably cultists of some sort.
You're back. I was worried maybe you abandoned me. If I have to turn away one more family... Did you learn anything at the Stormwing about a sickness or a plague? And did the temple really send Prelate Forum to the Necropolis? An imposter? Let me see what you found. I knew there was something wrong the moment I saw the prelate. Oh, I suppose I should call him Blightcrown. What kind of name is that? And what does a devotee of Periite want in the Necropolis? All sorts of relics and heirlooms are stored in the catacombs with the ancestors. And with Periite cultists loose inside, Abbot Ilvel and the Keepers are in terrible danger. We need to get into the Necropolis. But how? The main door is locked. I don't. Wait! When I wanted to slip out after curfew, I used the cellar that connects to the city's underways. I doubt Blightcrown or his attendants know about it. Meet me in the tunnel behind the Necropolis. I think I can get us inside from there. The entrance to the underways is on the west side of the Necropolis. You'll find the cellar door in an alcove on your right. I'll post a notice about the closure and join you there. We can't let Periite's cult rummage through the catacombs. Not a terrible lot. I'm not an expert on Daedric studies or anything. I know he's the Daedric Prince of Pestilence, the Blighted Lord, the Master of Tasks. Some believe he isn't a very important prince, but people get sick all the time. People worship all sorts of things. Periite's followers see disease as a blessing. They revel in suffering and spreading plagues. Blightcrown's attendants have pox scars. I should have suspected something when I first met them. I was orphaned at a young age. No other family. Abbot Ilvel took me in and raised me. He's the father I never had. A kind and devout servant of the Necropolis, but maybe too trusting. It never occurred to him to question Blightcrown's story. I only have Blightcrown's word about that. I'm not even sure if the abbot and the keepers are really sick. When I returned, the place was already locked tight, and I was ordered to stay at the door and turn pilgrims away. As Prelate Forum, Blightcrown has the authority of the temple. The Necrom Guard would never make a move against a temple prelate or the orders of the abbot. No. We need to get inside and find the abbot ourselves, before it's too late. I'll meet you in the underways. Over here, friend. A rarely used trapdoor. You go first. No one around, just as I hoped. The chapel is through the doorway and up the stairs. To the right, friend. The door to the chapel is at the end of the hall. Locked? The chapel is never locked. Can you pick it? If not, Curate Zancon leaves his key on a shelf to the northwest. Those sensors, whatever they're emitting, reeks. Destroy the sensors. They're sickening these keepers.
I don't know anything about a fulcrum. Please.
Gidane, Abbot Ilvel is in danger. Prelate Farum put one of those foul sensors in his chamber. They ask so many questions. Please, help the others.
No, I know nothing of Prior Durdrin's tomb. Leave me be.
That's all of them. Let's go check on Abbot Ilvel. Blightcrown is with the abbot? His chambers are to the north when we're done here. The abbot! Destroy that foul sensor, friend.
No, brother, stop. Fulcrum Obscura. Durdrin's tomb. In the lower catacombs.
Poor Abbot Ilvel. He's delirious. What did he say about the lower... How insidious. Blightcrown made the Keepers of the Dead sick so he could question them in their fevered state. And also he could find some old relic hidden in the Necropolis? Why go to all the trouble? Hermaeus Mora? The Keepers of the Dead have nothing to do with the Lord of Secrets. And I never heard of anything called the Fulcrum Obscura. Wait, how do you know all this? Are you a cultist too? Endangers Nirn? I'm just a minor curate working in the Necropolis. Feuds between Daedric princes are beyond me. Still, I want to help. Finding anything in the catacombs will take time. We might be able to catch up with Blightcrown if we hurry. Prior Durdrin founded the Necropolis and our order. Abbot Ilvel idolized him. Told me the Prior was obsessed with Necrom's history and had received a special charge from Lord Vivec. There's a key to the catacombs in the desk. Hurry, friend. Take the key from the desk and head to the catacombs. The door is through the chapel. The door to the catacombs is through the chapel and to the north. Prior Durdrin's tomb is deep inside.
On a hunt. Need something. Let's hear it.
Wait. Someone approaches Dovasard. Quick, take the relic.
The relic broke. Still, this portion contains the power we need. I leave our guests to you, Blightcrown.
The time to hide is over. Behold Blightcrown, most favored priest of Periites. I leave you with a blessing from the Prince of Pestilence.
You're back. Look, Abbot Ilvel is awake and feeling much better.
Is this the one, Gadain? You saved many lives, friend. Come, talk with me. Young Gadain told me of your mission for the Prince of Fate. A strange and perilous ally. But I thank you for saving the Necropolis. We owe you our lives. What happened in the catacombs? Did you find the impostor who called himself Prelate Farum? Interesting. I know Prior Durdrin cavorted with Daedra, but there was no mention of Periite in any of the chronicles. At least I see that you recovered the rest of the relic. I have no idea what they think it can do, or if it even still functions. Oh, hold on to it, of course. Gadain said that fate led you to us. I can only assume it was because of the Fulcrum Obscura. It must have a role in whatever trials you must face to save Nirn. Yes, my young charge told me everything. He does that. Just this. I am in no condition to help you recover the relic. None of the Keepers are. Well, none except Gadain. I will send our young curate with you. Search out these villains, put a stop to their scheme, and recover the Fulcrum Obscura. Gadain, go with this adventurer. Retrieve the stolen piece of Fulcrum Obscura. You need to see more of the world anyway.
Go? But... Yes, Abbot. I'll do it. Friend, a word, please? I never traveled far from Necrom. Barely left the Telvanni Peninsula, and that was just one trip to Mournhold with Abbot Ilvel. The Abbot has given me a mission, though, and I mean to complete it. Just tell me what to do, and I'll follow your lead. The Necrom Bindery? I thought that place was abandoned. Of course I'll meet you there. Oh, and the Abbot authorized me to give you this. For exposing Blightcrown and saving the Necropolis. They got away with part of the relic, but we'll get it back.
Your work here is done, Proxy. Still we... That dark elf also bears the mark of fate. I shall speak with you momentarily, Curate. Fate's threads still lead to 2 other locations. Choose another portal, Proxy.
Shame to get that curate dragged into all this. He seems young and in over his head.
Go on, friend.
Mortal! Why do you bear the mark of the Great Eye? Mortals. You scurry around, obsessed with your petty affairs, and then you die. But you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora. Have you come to replace me in my task? That would be typical. Wait. Were you sent to help me with the cultists? Before you die?